What's going on, you guys? JT here from Precision Striking. Now today is a little bit different. Phil has allowed me to be a guest on his channel to give you a few insights and tips on boxing. Of course, he's got you covered for the strength, conditioning, and all of that. And he thought this might be a nice supplement to what's going on for technical boxing. Now today what I want to cover is very important for beginners, fundamentals, but even when you get to more intermediate and advanced stages, is how to synchronize your footwork with the jab and the feet together. We're going to go over a number of ways that you're going to synchronize your feet with your jab so you can get off different types of jabs. Also going to show you how you can work that from motion so you can do it while you're moving around in the ring or in the octagon. Putting your hands and your feet together are essential for getting off a nice, quick, powerful, and effective jab, and we're going to go over it. All right, let's get into it. All right, the first thing you're going to learn in the gym with the jab is how to move that front foot and step in on the jab. So we're going to go over that, a few things that are very fundamental. A drill that my coach used to get us to do is we go into the ring, back up until the calf touch the bottom rope, and then from there we'd be stepping forward with the jab. And the goal is to keep that calf against the rope. Otherwise you'd be leaning with it, sort of falling forward. So it's one way to teach you to keep your balance upright while you step forward with the jab. So here, basic fundamentals. If you want to even start off with a good distance, all you got to do is go up to the bag, touch the bag. If you're working with a bag, take a small step back. Okay? Now that distance, that small step, is the step that you're going to go in and close the gap with. The trade-off is that the quicker the step, that's fine, but then the closer you have to get to your target. Or if you're going to take a long step, you have more range, but you're more open and more susceptible to counters. A perfect example is Amir Khan versus Crawford. When he went in with that long jab, Crawford just came around with the hook and caught him. So you're going to have to find that trade-off between speed and distance. But usually it's a comfortable step, no more than really 2-3 inches to step forward. Okay, so just to go over the basics, you're in your stance here. When I step forward and release that jab, I want my foot to land on the ball of the foot. I don't want a heel toe. I don't want a heel toe in any of my boxing where I'm punching, because for this moment, I have no control. I'm lost. I can't step back. I have no balance until that ball of the foot touches the ground. So when you're working your jab, you're here. Small step. Okay, that's one. Second thing is you want to watch for this. Okay, this is something that beginners tend to do a lot, is lean forward and lean in. So you want to keep your body generally upright. It's okay if you're a little bit tilted in, but you want to make sure that you don't fall and lean into your shot. So here I go. I just start with it. I step. And I step back to my stance. And then I come back. Step. And then I come back. Step. And then I come back. Now, of course, with any kind of combat sport, you won't be working just in a stationary spot. You have to do it from motion. So you have to get used to working this out of motion. I move around. I walk around. A jab. I walk around. Jab. I'm moving. Jab. I'm moving. Jab. I'm moving. Jab. I'm moving. Jab. And then coming back to your stance. So it's important for the fundamentals. First one, take that short step on the ball of foot, snap the jab out as fast as you can. They land at the same time, the foot and the hand, and also get used to working that out of motion, lateral motion left and right. Okay, the next one is to be able to commit with both feet. Now, really, that's almost the same thing, but when you're bringing the back foot in, you're getting a little more sting, a little more power on that jab, bringing your whole body with it. Also, it's going to get you closer to your opponent in case you want to follow up with more shots. So sometimes you don't always just want to bring that front foot, you want to bring both feet with you together. First, to demo it, both feet. See how I move? Instead of just taking that step, I go and I bring that back foot with me. If I was to do it in slow motion, it looks like this. But when I go fast, it looks like a hop, but it's not a hop. It's actually here. But here, when I go, here in one motion. Moving. You can work any type of jab you want. To the body, to the head. See how I'm bringing that back foot just with me a little bit. A little more commitment from that back leg brings my whole body into the shot. Now once you get that down here, and then coming back to your spot, or following up with other shots, then you want to get used to working that out of motion. So you move around. Here, moving around. Both feet go. I'm moving. 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 Both feet go. See, this back leg doesn't have to go all the way the same distance as the front leg. I take that step in and I commit, and the back leg just comes in just a little bit. That's going to allow me to get more into the shot, more into the jab. If I want to come full force with it, I can drive harder if I go to the body and also follow up easier with more shots. Okay, the next one is one that you're going to see Miguel Cotto use a lot, also Mayweather as well. When you want to fight from further range, you bring that back foot in first before you go. Now it does telegraph it a bit. The trade-off is you have more control with the range, but it does telegraph that you're coming in. However, it doesn't necessarily telegraph that you're coming with the jab or where that jab is going to be placed, or you might fake it and then pop back out. But the difference with this, and again, you can watch Miguel Cotto's probably the best example, is how he fights from the outside and brings the back leg in a little bit to give you a little bit more drive and bring you closer with that jab. So here I go. Let me just do it from stationary to start. I'm in my normal stance. I bring the back foot in a little bit, not too much, a little bit, and drive. And that allows me to be further out here and drive with that jab. Okay? As well, if I want, I can fake it. Here. Fake it. And go or come with a hook or come with something else. That's one you saw Mayweather use against Juan Manuel Marquez, coming with the jab, and then boom, come with sort of the shovel hook. You can mix things up. But here, back again, bring this foot in just a couple inches. Drive, straight in, straight through. And of course, you don't want to just do it stationary, you work this out of motion. Here I go. When that back foot lands, I bring it in. So instead of me circling, when I'm ready to go, I bring it in and I drive. Here I go. See how I'm much further out now? I get more range. Fake it. And I go with that jab. Okay, so this one, working the jab off the back foot drive, allows me a little more range, allows me to keep that distance, and I can fake a little bit better when working my attacks with the jab. All right, now the double jab. The double jab is sort of almost a combination of the first one and the third one. So let me break it down for you really slowly. I step forward when I throw that first jab. I bring my back leg in while I'm bringing this lead hand back. And then I drive forward with the second jab. Now I can choose to drive the last one or just to snap it out. It all depends on whether you want power on it or not. But here I go slowly, 1, 2, 3. 2 jabs, 3 movements. 1, 2, 3. Okay, if I do it quick, it's here. All right, let's say the opponent is moving back, and I go in. Slowly, boom, boom, boom. Bring that hand halfway back and go again, driving off the back leg. Slowly one more time. 1, 2, 3. Now if I drive with the second one, I can drive, or I can just touch it. All right, if I want, I can double, I can triple, quadruple it up. Here I go. So instead of driving, I'm basically just picking the foot up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, getting used to moving with it. Let me go over that one more time. 1, 2, and then I can just keep moving with it. Okay, that's if you want to work continuous, but maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. Back to the double jab here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's how you work the double jab. When you go with it, it's quick timing. If they make contact with the bag both times. Okay, and then you follow up. Next one is a little bit different. It's one you see Mayweather use a lot. It's when you want to touch with the jab, but you don't want to really fully commit into closing distance. You want to maintain range. So you touch with the jab, but you widen your base. Bring your back leg out. So you go back this way. So here I go forward, back. And essentially I'm just widening my base to give me range going back out. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm here. Okay? A lot of it is going to be feeling your gravity, feeling the weight of your body, allowing yourself to drop. So let me go through it really slowly. short step forward to touch, and then the back leg goes out. See how that's working? I'm committing, boom, and the back leg is going out. I'm using the pressure off of this front foot that I stopped to get the back leg going out so that I can stay long range. In case I'm fighting someone who's shorter or who wants pressure and I want to stay at long range. This is really a nice one if you want to maintain that outside distance. So here I go again, and you just touch with it. Touch with that jab. Touch the forehead wherever you can. And you work it out of motion as well. Long range, long range. Okay, that's another one excellent for maintaining your range and just keeping that person on the end, keeping your opponent on the end of your jab. Last one is a little bit different when you want to counter with the jab. Now, a lot of you might know already how to block the jab, how to parry the jab by catching here, right? The jab comes at you, you parry, you catch. Now, one aspect of that is that also instead of just catching here and being aggressive, a lot of times you get the most defense by dropping your weight back, by taking a step back. This way you fade. It's sort of like rolling with the punch, but since it's a straight punch, you're fading back with the shot. Now, I want to use that to counter back because I'm putting pressure into that back foot. So here, when I step back, I've evaded the shot by fading away and catching it. Now I use that pressure that I put in my back leg to drive forward with a counter. So here, I widen my base to drive off that back leg, the energy I put into the ground on that drop to drive forward again. So just a few more examples. See, slowly, block, and I drive forward. I can do that out of motion here. Going to the right. Widen my base and counter with that jab. Back, counter, back, and counter with the jab. All right, you guys, working the jab and your footwork together, one of the most fundamental, important aspects of boxing. The jab alone, but then also synchronizing it with your feet. So you can set up your shots, keep your opponent off, offset their attacks. Working the jab is essential to effective boxing. Now, also, make sure to go over and check out my channel, Precision Striking. You can go and subscribe there. I got a lot of other stuff for boxing. But more importantly, Phil has guest posted over on my channel, has got an awesome video over there. So I want you to head over there and check that out and see more of what we got for you. I really hope this video helps you with your footwork, your jab, and your boxing in general. Thanks for watching. And thanks, Phil. Peace.
All right, Jason, thanks so much for showing us that technique. Now I want to go ahead and give you some examples on how you can increase your movement capability when you're talking about foot speed, or in general when you're talking about boxing, in and out movement, lateral change, changing angles, things like that. So I have one of my athletes here. Keith Speed is his actual name, so it was good to have him here because he's going to show some speed work with his feet. All right, we're going to do some base compound movements, some other GPP movements that we can utilize to get stronger first, and then increase that power and speed and change direction, because without strength, you will have no speed, and vice versa. All right, let's do it. Okay, so the first one we're gonna do is just a standard sled drag. So he's gonna use his muscles of his hip flexors to pull himself forward and then propel himself forward with the hamstrings. This is gonna be very important when you're talking about moving side to side, but also more so in and out, okay? So here we go. Step, pull, pull, pull. Good, good. Step out a little bit further. There you go, good, big pull. Keep your balance though, don't let it pull you back. There you go, pull, good, good, perfect. Stay strong, core tight, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. Good. Every step is like a start step, so every step you go, be explosive through. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, good, good, good. Good, and relax, good, okay? So with this one, is gonna go down and back, front ways, right? We're gonna do 6 trips, about 60 yards through. Okay, so now he's gonna move backwards, where he's gonna actually increase his ability to extend the leg, right? So he's gonna be working more from the quads and the knees, right? So as he sits down, he has to sit his hips down and pull back. All right, let's do it. Each step's a start step, still, we're exploding through. Good, good, good. Good, chest is tall. There you go. Good. Good. Pull through. Keep going. Okay, so now we're gonna work through a lateral movement. Again, obviously when you're talking about lateral movement in and out the pocket, that's what we're trying to accomplish here. So he's gonna take the sled, we're gonna go a hard push, lateral push, and then replace. Push, replace, push, replace. Again, you're gonna do 3 trips each side, 60 yards. Let's do it. Good, come on, push. Get tight, get tight, get tight, get tight, now push. Good, get tight first, now push. Good, tight, push. Good, remember every step's a start step, push. Good, don't step until you push. Good. Don't step until you push. Okay, now he's gonna do a crossover step where he's gonna utilize his tensor fasciae latator or his hip flexor muscle. He's gonna go ahead and rotate that leg over and push lateral when he is over the leg. So it's like a half karaoke step, all right? Again, same thing, 3 sets each, 60 yards. Let's do it. Pull, there you go. Pull, that's it, come on. Good, good, stay strong, core tight, keep going. Good, keep going. Good. Cross over, let's go. Cross over, stay with it. Cross over. Strong here, cross over. Good, keep those hips square if you can. There you go. Cross over, perfect, good. Good, last one, relax, good. All right, so we moved from the strength work now into the explosive power work. So we're gonna work through a form of plyometrics, utilizing a single leg broad jump into a turn. So it's gonna look like this. Go ahead, get down into the position. Hips are back. He's gonna load his hip up, single leg. So you're gonna be here, load the hip up, single leg, right? Then you're gonna jump off, stick the landing on 2, right? Turn, right? Push, good. Okay, let's do it again. Sink that hip back. Push, good. Get up a little bit higher though. Get up a little higher. Right? Push. Good, so see, load the hip, make sure that leg comes off the ground. You load the hip here in that RDL position, that single leg RDL position. Yep, right there, push and drop. Good, okay? One more time. Push, drop. Good, relax, perfect. Okay, so again, he's getting that lateral force displacement. He's able to explode from an abduction standpoint, using that hip, that glute, that's gonna help him get in and out of the pocket. Again, when you're talking about your jabs, your crosses, things like that, especially what Jason showed you when working on the bag, this is gonna help increase that ability to get in and out, right? On to the next one. All right, so you've seen the strength exercises, you did a power movement, now we're gonna go into the agility portion, so that's that change of direction. So what we're gonna do is, you get a simple lateral here, right? And all we're gonna do is we're just simply gonna stick in, boom, and then come back out. Push, and then come back out. Push, and then come back out. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? Keith, let's do it. Ready? In and out, good. In and out, good. In and out, 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 in and out. Relax, good. There you go, okay? So a simple step, redirect, absorb that force and redirect. Absorb, redirect. You can even use, if you wanted to, a couple of feints with the upper body. So I'm here, boom, come back out, boom, boom, okay? In and out movement, all right? All right, guys, so thanks again for watching. Hopefully you like this collaboration. Make sure you give Jason a shout out. Go to his channel, Precision Striking. Make sure you subscribe to his channel if you haven't done so yet. And again, make sure you subscribe to mine if you haven't done so. Hit the notification so you know when my videos come out. Let me know if you like these types of videos from now on. Hit the comments down below. Let me know. Hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Boom.